Hey, welcome to another Minute Microscopy. I'm Casey Rochford. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel. Today, I'd like to go over something I've heard quite often. Is that the libs don't even know how to define a woman. Well, I'm going to talk about the whole concept of whether or not a person is a man or a woman is with the rise in acceptance socially of transsexuality. So, how do you define a woman? Well, certain amounts of hormones, that's one way. The genitals are certainly a way. Chromosomes seems pretty straightforward. Then there's a few different combinations. It's not as simple as there just being two chromosomes, either an XX or an XY. So any one of those things, you take it away. Is it automatically a man or vice versa? No. I'm going to get to why in just a moment. The first thing to be really cognizant of is that sex and gender are totally different things. Sex we can definitely define based on chromosomes because the presence of a Y does constitute what we consider to be the male sex versus the female sex. This is biologically the reason because that's how we procreate. You have a Y chromosome, there's a good chance you're able to make sperm. If you have two X's, probably not going to be making sperm, but you'll be making eggs. And when the two of those come together, boom, you've got another human being. So that's the reason why we have a delineation between sex, male and female. And that's it. For everything else, even though we use the same words, man and woman, gender is completely a mindset thing. It's whatever you want to be, whatever you think you are, whatever you feel like you are. So if someone tells you they're a woman, they're a woman. It's that simple. It's really simple, actually. Now, let's go back for a moment. You're going to say, well, yeah, but, they might have the chromosomes to be a man, but it's really a woman because look at that bulge in his pants. Well, okay. So you take one thing away, right? Hormones, genitalia, chromosomes. Chromosomes aren't making this guy a guy, right? That's what you think, huh? Well, let's say you're out in the jungle and you see a monkey in the trees, but the monkey sadly lost his tail in an accident. Is the monkey automatically an ape? Well, no. You took one thing away, but there's other distinctive features that separate monkeys and apes, namely some genetics. But the point is, we don't define things of such a complicated nature based on just one attribute. And so it's a bit of a misnomer. Well, it's a huge misnomer when you're saying that the libs can't even identify what a woman is. They can, but it's also a very complicated answer. So hopefully I've just made that a little bit simpler for you to understand. If you can set the bigotry aside, it's super easy to understand, but maybe it's been phrased in a way that can help you overcome that hurdle, get over the bigotry, and realize that men and women are not as black and white as you thought they were.